Okay, so we're back with our part 3, the last part for today. The day being Monday, April 27th, 2020. This is still your level 2 class, and we're still on unit 7 of shopping. Today we're going to just continue on page 91 with practicing some vocabulary and conversations. So there's a QR scanner on that page. Wait, right here. So if you still need practice with the vocabulary or pronunciation, you can completely listen to that or go back to one of the previous video. Okay, so number 2B, or letter B, talk with a partner and change the bold words to make conversation. So we're going to talk about the different items in the room, and we're going to compare them to each other. Which is bigger, the coffee table or the end table? The coffee table is bigger. Okay. Do you like the bookcase? Yes, I do. It's nicer than my bookcase. So you can talk about some of the items in the room, and with some, like, you can stop the video and have a conversation, but some of your questions could be, do you like the aquarium? Do you like the aquarium? You can, both of those examples were positive, but you can also use negative. So, do you like the aquarium? No. My aquarium is bigger. No. My aquarium is bigger, right? Let's see. Well, there's really no other furniture to compare. Or I could say, I guess, which is bigger, the sofa bed or the recliner? Which is bigger, the sofa bed or the recliner? The sofa bed is bigger. Or I could say, which is more comfortable, the sofa bed or the recliner? Which is more comfortable, the sofa bed or the recliner? I'm going to say the recliner is more comfortable. The recliner is more comfortable. Lots of sofa beds are not very comfortable, right? Do you like the entertainment center? Do you like the entertainment center? You could say, yes, I do. Mine is smaller. Yes, I do. Mine is smaller. Or you could say, no, I don't, but that's kind of mean. But you could say, no, I don't, because it's too small. I have a lot of video games, right? Just like if you said, do you like the bookcase? Do you like the bookcase? The answer that's given says, yes, I do. It's nicer than my bookcase. But you could also say, it's okay. I like bigger bookcases. I have a lot of books. I like a bigger bookcase because I have a lot of books. So that's the way you could use the negative. Okay? Let me pause that. Okay, so I'm going to type up some rooms up here. Let me scroll down a little bit to give us more space. And I'm going to type in, let's see, like a living room. Let's go down here and type kitchen. Let's type dining room and bedroom. All right. Okay, so these are some rooms in our house: the living room, the kitchen, the dining room, and the bedroom. And what we're going to do for each of these is talk about which furniture you would find there, right? Let's see here. Whoa, that's not going to fit. Come back. All right, so what furniture, let's see, where would you find an end table? In the living room, right? On the sides of the couches, probably, holding a lamp or something, your drink, right? Where would you find a refrigerator? In the kitchen, right? What about, where would you find a dining table? You would find that in the dining room. Some houses don't have dining rooms. They just have the kitchen to eat at. But some houses have a separate dining room with a bigger table, right? Where would you find a recliner? Probably in the living room, right? Where would you find a chest of drawers? In the bedroom, to hold your clothes. Right? You wouldn't find them you don't want to be getting dressed in the kitchen, so you'd probably find them in in the bedroom. What about a floor lamp? That's probably going to be in the living room, beside a chair or a couch, something like that. Where would you find a kitchen table? In the kitchen. They're usually smaller, right? And we would also find chairs with it, right? Same thing with our dining table. It's usually a dining table and chairs. Need somewhere to sit. Okay? Where would you find the bed? Obviously, bedroom. You have a bed in there. And you also have, they can be called end tables on either side of the bed, or nightstands. Okay? They're called either one of those. Where would you find just table lamps? You might find table lamps in the living room on the end tables. You might find them in the bedroom on the end tables or the nightstands, right? Where would you find a stove? That's in the kitchen, right? Because it's our appliances we use for cooking. Okay, so in the living room, we're going to find what else could we find in the living room? Some people have rocking chairs. We looked at the picture and it had an aquarium. Not everybody has an aquarium though, right? What else? Some people have a bookcase in their bedroom, not everybody. And that's about it with our vocabulary. Kitchen, that's about right. Dining room, dining table, and chairs. Some people have a buffet, and it's just a piece of furniture that's used to hold dishes. You might have one of those in your dining room, or somebody, or another thing that's used to hold dishes is a china cabinet that is sometimes found in a dining room. And let's see, chest of drawers, bed, tables, and okay. So you might find a mirror, because a lot of people have mirrors in their bedrooms to get ready. You got to check your clothes. And I guess that's about all that what we're going to cover with that. All right. So there's some furniture that's room specific. Okay. Okay. So because we know that writing is some of the hardest thing that we do, let's use some of the vocabulary that we've just been practicing and write a quick couple sentences about a room in our house. So I'm going to ask you to describe a room in your house. I'm going to do my living room. Right? Is the most used room in my house. Let me move this too. Okay? We watch TV and play games in the living room. My children also do their school work there at the computer desk. See, I'm using the vocabulary. The TV, the computer desk. Okay? And so let's see. I have 2 sofas, so there is okay, so there's 2 sofas, so there's room for everyone to sit and watch movies. Okay? So, so you can pick any room in your house, write at least 3 sentences to describe the room. And then if you want me to look at it, you can email it to me, or yeah, don't send it on WhatsApp. I wouldn't think that would be a good place to send it. Unless you send it directly to me. Don't put it on the group message. But so you can send it to angelamonroe1@gmail.com, or if you use the WhatsApp, send it only to me. Okay? So what I want you to do is describe a room in your house. Now be sure that when you're writing, see the indent right here that we're indenting, because we're writing a paragraph, and a paragraph has to have at least 3 sentences. So here's 1 sentence, 2, 3, 4. So I did 4 sentences. Okay, so you can use this as a model, or you can use the living room, the dining room, your bedroom, whatever. Just go ahead and practice writing a paragraph describing a room in your house. Okay, so let's just do some practice on using our comparatives. So which TV is small? So our comparative, I put it in parentheses because we're going to change that word. So we're going to use smaller, right? Which TV is smaller? Because that's our comparative. We're going to say which bed is okay, we're using the comparative. So, which bed is more comfortable? Okay. Number 3, which table is big? So, for big, the comparative is bigger. So which table is bigger? And your superlative would be biggest, but we're only doing the comparative. We're comparing 2 things, not 3. So the comparative. Which stove is expensive. So your comparative would be more expensive, because we're only comparing two things. So we're using the comparative. Okay, so the last one, which desk is heavy? So we're going to use heavier. Okay, so which desk is heavier? Okay, so those are when we're using the comparatives. Okay. Okay, now let's do those same sentences using superlatives. Of course I spelled it wrong. All right. Okay, so number one, which TV is smaller? The superlative for small is smallest, right? So it would be which TV is smallest. Number two, which bed is, let me fix that, comfortable? What's the, if it's more comfortable, it's going to be most comfortable, because we don't say comfortablest. Okay, most comfortable, the most comfortable. Okay, number three, which table is big? So it's biggest. Number four, which stove is expensive? So if our comparative is more expensive, our superlative is most expensive. Okay. And number five, which desk is heavy? Our comparative is heavier, so our superlative is heaviest. Okay. So these are your, how you do the comparatives, and these are your superlatives. If you want to stop the video and write these down, you can, so that you can practice them and remember how to do comparatives and superlatives. And then come back and join me, and we will finish up. Okay, I want to finish up with some vocabulary, because we were talking about shopping, and a lot of us have to shop for different things, but specifically a car. So when they're talking about a make of the car, it's the kind of car they're talking about. Is it a Honda, a Nissan, or a Toyota? Okay, obviously there are plenty more that, but those are some examples. So, you know, when you're filling out forms, they'll ask for the make of the car. So they're asking for what kind of car are you driving. And number two, mileage. When they ask, like even when you go get an oil change, they'll want to know the mileage on the car, and that's how many miles the car has been driven. And that's usually like when you're on your dashboard, it's on the odometer, but it's going to tell it mileage means how many miles the car has been driven. And you know, anytime your car gets serviced, or you're talking about insurance, those are the kinds of things they're going to ask. Or you should ask, if you're buying a car, you want to know how much mileage on it, because you know that can affect the price and the reliability of the car. When they say a car maybe, or an item is in excellent condition, that means very good. This doesn't have to be a car, But some people will describe their car as being in excellent condition. Even if you are looking up the value online, they'll want to know the condition of the car. And that is excellent. But excellent can also be used to, if you go to a used furniture store and you're talking about what condition the furniture's in. So that's not limited to cars. Number 4, let's talk about spotless. That means it has no dirty marks. Once again, this can be about cars, but also about clothing. Say you're wanting to buy a prom dress or a wedding dress or a quinceañera dress online, and they say it's spotless. That means it doesn't have any spills or marks on it, or if it's a car, it doesn't have any stains on the seats or whatever. So spotless means no dirty marks. So let's see, let's do a vehicle. That's just another name for a car. Okay, so I saw those in the book and thought those might be some helpful vocabulary to cover. So we're done with part 3, and this makes us done with Monday. So be sure to leave your name in the comments at the bottom, and I hope everybody is staying home and staying safe, and I will see you all on Wednesday.